Hello everybody, happy Monday. It's me, Amanda. I'm here to show you a quick makeup look this evening. I just washed all of my makeup off so I could show you how to put it back on again. So that's what we're doing this evening. Here's my newest palette. This is the 27 Malibu palette. It is super pretty. I just love all the colors on it. It's just so cute. All of the palettes come empty, so you go ahead and they come like this, empty. Whee! So they come empty and then you personalize them. So if you are interested in getting started with some new products, please let me know. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to use my 3D brush this evening. The 3D brush gives you a medium to full coverage. It's kind of in the middle of the road and it's got this tapered end on one side. So we're going to start with a little bit of under eye concealer. So I'm dipping into my palette. So this is my palette with a multitude of colors. You won't necessarily have that many colors when you get yours. Most of them came as my artist kit. So I have more than just the average customer would have. So you only really need one, maybe two highlights just to have an under eye coverage or some color correction. Notice how that sunlit color just took out all of that under eye darkness. That was just a couple little dabs of that sunlit color. And the sunlit is kind of yellowy, so if you have purple under eyes, you want to use a yellow tone color corrector so that it mutes out that purple. Let's put a little bit on my lids too, because they're looking a little dark in this camera. I don't know if that's what they really look like, but let's mute those down with a little bit of that sunlit too. It could be because I just wiped off my makeup and they could be a little irritated. But this can act as a shadow base as well. A little better. So next I'm going to dip into my main highlight, which is this candlelit color. I'm going to use the fluffy end of the brush and I'm just going to dab it in. And you really don't need much. I'm just going to get a little bit on the end. Maybe a little bit more than that. Now, I'm not going for a really full coverage. I do a more light to medium, I would say. Now, if you need a fuller coverage, you can use a denser brush, like the buff brush, and that will give you more color because the buff brush is, like I said, denser bristles. So it picks up more product. And do you notice the motion that I'm using? I'm pressing it into my skin. I'm not smearing it around like that. I'm dabbing it and pushing it. Because the cream makeup is going to act as a second skin, basically. So you want it to be pressed into your own skin, not lay on top of it. You notice I'm leaving some areas without color. And in those places, we're going to put our contour and our blush colors. Because Seint 3D is one layer. One layer, one brush, one compact. So easy, anybody can do it. All right, I'm gonna dip into my contour color. I'm going to use this one. This one is Ash. And I'm gonna push that ash right along the bottom of my cheekbone. And when you're doing your contour, you just want to blur the line. You don't want to blend it away, because if you blend it away, then it's just going to be gone. And we want to create depth and shadows with our contour. So we want it to stay, but we want it to marry the other colors. We don't want it to stick out. We don't want it to be a harsh line right here. We want it to be a nice blended line. Like that. And then we'll do the lower jaw. So one thing you can do to learn the pattern of your contour is take your brush and kind of go in a 3 or an E, depending on which side of the face you're doing. You notice you can still see it. One guideline I have seen people using, basically if it looks like it's a little extra, that's probably right where you want it. Because once it all goes together, it won't look extra at all. I think that's pretty good. So if you want to cut that down a little bit right here, you can take the other side of your brush and just kind of cut it with a lighter shade if you want to, or just the main color shade, just to bring out some extra definition. And you don't have to do the little fish. I kind of do a little fish face, if you will. So you just kind of do the Michaela Maroney, that girl who did the face at the Olympics some odd years ago. And you can do that just to find your cheekbones. It might help just a little bit. Okay. So I think we're, oh, contour on my nose. I forgot my nose. So your nose contour, I learned a little trick the other day, but I don't have the tool with me right now. So I'm just going to do this with the tapered side of my brush and go down the side of my nose. Maybe it's not working quite right. You can always take your finger and go down the side, and then you can use a brightening highlight color right in the middle and put a little bit more of that brightening shade in various areas that you want to look a little brighter. Maybe down the sides of your nose, at the top of your forehead. Let's see if I can do this so it shows up. So nose contour takes a fine hand, and I've yet to figure it out exactly. But what you want to do is make your nose look slimmer by using those shadows on the sides. You can make it look shorter. If you have a little bulb at the end, you can minimize that. Make sure that it connects with your eyebrows a little. I don't know. Other girls can do it better. Ones that I've seen images of just look more impressive. But it's shadowed. Definitely shadowed. Okay. So that's our contour. and our main colors. Now let's pick our Lip and Cheek blush color. So I did sandstone today for work, and it stayed really well. So let's do that one again. So sandstone is like a brick pinky color. This is one of the matte finish lip and cheek colors. I was a little scared of it at first. But once you get used to it, it's actually really nice. Okay, and then we're just gonna blend that a little bit. And you want your blush color to marry in with that contour color. Don't want it to look like two separate lines of color. You just want it to kind of nicely blend together. Quite like that. If you want to get excited, you can do a little bit of petal right here on the apples of your cheeks. It's a little bit of a brighter pink shade, just for an extra little pop of color effect there. And the last thing we do not want to forget is our illuminator color. So we have all of our cream illuminators, and I'm going to pick the color Honey. We're going to dab that honey color right at the top of the blush color. And that's what gives you that glow, which Seint is so famous for, is that glow. You can put some on the end of your nose and a little bit at the top of your lip in that Cupid's bow area. If you want to, you can even take some of the pearl color and put it on your lips. Since I did a matte sandstone, that'll give a little bit of a shimmer to that. And the really fun, extra fun thing about all these lip and cheeks and different illuminator colors, you can mix and match. You can mix the different lip colors to create other colors. So that's always fun. And that's our basic look for our face. I'm going to do one extra thing. I'm going to add in a little bit of Bella bronzer. And I'm actually going to switch to the bronzer brush for that. Now bronzer, you can use alone if you want to. You don't have to put it on with the rest of your makeup. You can actually just use it as its own summery light finish, which is what I did today for work, was just did the bronzer, and just gives you a nice tan look. And you can also blend it down your neck. Use that excess just to blend down your neck a little bit if your neck doesn't quite match your face. So if your face is darker than your neck, like some people have that issue, you can use a little bit of the Bella, and that will make them match better. It'll put them blended together. So I absolutely love how it looks so natural and just dewy and glowy. So let's do a little bit of an eyeshadow look. Nothing too extreme. Going to take the smudge brush. Oh, I got some pink on there. I guess we'll use that. Use what's left over. Waste not, want not, right? Just use that extra miha that's on the end of my brush. Actually, it's quite sufficient. Just so you know, that's this color right here. It's pretty bright, but I think it looks really pretty with the pink colors. I'm gonna take Lullaby. Since it's the end of the day, we'll use some Lullaby. Blend that right into the crease and along that V area. Lullaby is one of my go-to colors. It's one of my favorites. It's just a nice, pretty, see, this one right here. It's a kind of a dusty, rosy, purple, brown color. Let's just call it a million colors. But I like how it looks. It's pretty. It's great for your crease. Great for blending color. My next purchase, I need to get a matte dark purple. I haven't figured out which one that is specifically, but we're going to get it. So this one, this is Bend and Snap. This is the one I recommend to a lot of people as their starter color because it's just really pretty, really easy. I think I'm at 4 people now that I've got to buy that, or 5 even. It's just like my favorite color. It's one of the shimmers and it's a purple, but it's a muted dusky purple, let's say. I just think it's really nice and it works for everybody. So I've been recommending that one as a good starter color for people. And it goes extra good with the Lullaby, so it all works out. I'm going to use right here, this is the Goldie Powder Illuminator, just as an inner corner pop of gold shimmer. See, these two are powder illuminators. The other ones that I showed you earlier were the cream illuminators. I personally, I like these best for eyeshadows. It's just my preference. I just haven't really used them too much as actual illuminators right in this area. It just seems they're more concentrated colors, so it's just not my preference of shades to put on my face, but on my eyes, they're awesome. Next, I'm going to line the under eyes with a purple color called Kin. Instead of doing a harsh black liner, sometimes it's nice just to do a darker shadow color as your liner. Don't get me wrong, I like black liner still, but this just gives a less, I don't know, less harsh look, I guess. Need something on the top of the brows, or not the top of the brows, but underneath the brows. So I'm gonna take that Photoshop and I'm gonna put that here. And Photoshop is another really nice powder illuminator. It's a pink. It's a pink in color, but not super pink. It's kind of rose goldish in a way. And that's pretty much my eye color for this evening. You can blend it a little bit if you want to. And that brings over that gold a little bit too, just to act as an overlay shimmer. can put a little bit of, I like to use unicorn right here. Unicorn is good right here in the corner of your eye. Just as a pop of color. I think I got too big of a pop. A little bit too much. Over popped it. Don't over pop it. There. And that, my people, is your, oh, too much light. And there's your lesson for this Monday evening. If you want to, you can use a setting spray. That is empty. That's the end of that bottle. There's this one. So the setting spray helps to keep your makeup in place for the day. It's not necessary, but some people use it as like a primer base to start their face with. And I do that too. It just helps to help it stick during the day so it doesn't slide around, it doesn't disappear on you. So you can just use your setting spray. You can use any. We do have one if you want to buy it. There is a Seint setting spray. So, did I do my eyebrows? My brush disappeared on me. Oh well. So that's it. I hope you learned something. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you would like a color match, feel free to definitely reach out, and I will definitely help you with that. But overall, the 3D foundation, like I said, is super easy, very affordable even, because a lot of makeups that are out there are a lot more expensive. So each one of these little tins, they come in these cute little tin covers, and they're all this size. They are each $14, and if you get 4 of them in a compact like this size, it's $61, because with 4 you'll get a compact credit of $10, making this only $5. So it's definitely the way to get it, is to buy enough that you get the compact credit so you don't have to buy them at full price. You can also do a party. If you wanted to do a party with me, we can definitely do that. And if you get a qualifying party of over 200, I think 200 in sales, then you start acquiring credits. So you can get up to 50% off. You can get up to 4 50% off items and up to $500 in credit. So if you sell a $2,000 party, you'll get all of the benefits. So that's definitely a great way to get started if you were interested. And we can do it all online. And if you're in the local area, I will be at an event on Saturday on 441 here in Sumter, South Carolina. And I will be out there with a table and just showing the products. All of the products are purchased online and they come straight to you. I don't carry any inventory. I don't send it to you. I don't come to your house. We don't have to even meet if you don't want to. So it all comes straight to you. And another great feature is that if something isn't quite right, you have up to 60 days to get a replacement color, so you can trade colors through the exchange program, or if you just don't like it, we just can't make it work, you can get a refund within 30 days. So it's pretty much guaranteed. It's either you're gonna like it or you can get your money back, but I prefer that you like it. So like I said, if you have any questions, let me know, comment below or send me a message here, and I will see you later on posts or reels or Facebook or wherever you want to see me. So have a great night. I'll talk to you later.